From a young age, I've always thought it was cool when people could speak multiple languages, and I always wanted to have this ability for myself. What I didn't realize though was that for years, I was striving to acquire a second language for external reasons, while all along, the real value was in how it transformed me internally. Hello everybody, Thomas here, and today I wanted to talk about why language learning expedites self-growth. Now, if you can make money with your new language skills, experience different cultures, travel, see the world, all of those are incredible benefits. But in my opinion, the best thing by far about any language learning journey is how it changes you as a person. The first thing is that learning to speak a foreign language is both mental, but it's also very physical, because even the act of speaking and developing new muscle memory requires you to be in tune with your body and how you are presenting yourself physically. I've noticed that for me personally, running really helps with my word recall and keeping my energy levels up during long conversations, which is why running has become a big part of my language learning process. And, if I happen to be injured or if I just don't feel like going for a run, then I might replace it with walking, which also helps pretty well. But right now I'm feeling pretty good, so I've been doing a lot more running recently. Next is, with any language learning process, you ultimately have to talk a lot. And I find it to be really therapeutic to talk about things in your daily life, your own personal hobbies, and dissect your opinions on what's going on in the world. And then also listen to everybody else, what other people think about complex issues, and even just simple things of like, where'd you go to lunch? What did you do? Did you go to the park with your dog? Spend time with your family? All of that stuff is just really healthy, in my opinion, very cathartic and kind of therapeutic to talk about these things more, sharing different thoughts, feelings, and ideas. You are developing very tangible skill sets. So if you can walk into a room and converse with somebody, that takes months and sometimes years to develop that skill set of being able to understand virtually anything in any conversation and be able to carry yourself, sort of, hold your own and communicate and share different thoughts and ideas. You either understand somebody or you don't. You either can communicate something or you don't. You can develop all kinds of different mental skills that maybe are a little bit more abstract and hard to pinpoint whether or not you've made progress on it. But with language learning, you can really kind of develop a proficiency and then know how far that you've progressed over time. The last thing I wanted to say is, while of course learning a foreign language or studying one definitely doesn't make you invincible, what it does is it really forces you to focus on those aspects of yourself or areas in your life that you need to improve upon. So many of us, we have a lot of work to do, and we can get so focused on those areas in our lives or trying to kind of improve ourselves as opposed to just focusing on what you're actually doing. And if you're looking for something new to do, I would highly suggest to consider picking up a foreign language, because that process may be the missing ingredient that you need. Going through so many uncomfortable situations, some people will talk about how language influences life too, and I think that's definitely true. But you really can't have one without the other. So you need language and communication, obviously, to move through life, and language itself isn't going to exist without those life experiences. And so that's really what I'm trying to say, is that if you force yourself back into those fundamentals, those basic uncomfortable situations, starting back from the beginning of a language that you don't know, but if you're interested in it just a little bit, maybe this is the video you need to hear, the thing that you need to hear to take that as motivation to finally start your language learning journey.